Hello, my name is Margie Morris. I'm the owner of Morris Inc. Advertising Agency, and today I'd like to talk with you very briefly about ways to save you money in advertising. We're going to talk about the important investment you make in advertising and how to avoid the top 5 advertising mistakes. So let's get started. Number 1, this may surprise you, making advertising all about you. Well, for instance, one of the things that I hear most often when people are beginning to think about advertising and they're excited and they say, "We can't wait to get started." "What's your idea?" I ask them. They say, "We can't wait to tell everybody who we are and what we do." And it's as though it's a completely original thought. I hate to break this to you because you may have said it or you may have heard it, but advertising really isn't about you, and it's really not about what you do. Advertising is about the wonderful people, your clients, your patients, your customers, and what you can do for them. We're not talking about forcing a sale here. We're talking about inviting this wonderful, wonderful target audience to receive the benefits that you offer. Really, it may sound to you like spin, but it's not. It's honest, it's authentic, it's great messaging that shows that you see your customer and that you care enough about them to put them first. This is so important. I even tell people that the About Us page on a website is really about them. I call it outside-in thinking, and it will transform your approach to advertising, and it'll get you better results. Number 2, failing to share the love. To be effective, you have to know, you don't just have to know, you have to love your target audience. It makes it especially challenging for those of you who are going to say that your target audience is the general public, because I got to tell you, most of us don't have enough money to advertise to the general public. There's really no such thing for most of us. So certainly you're going to define the demographics, who the target audience is, who is most likely to want your product or services. To make advertising work though, and maybe even to make your business a little more fun, I want you to consider who aligns with the very essence of your business. Now, if that sounds a little bit out there for some of you, I want you to think about it this way. Who are your favorite customers, patients, clients? Why do they come to you in the first place? And what is it about the transaction that you enjoy with them that appeals to you both? When you know that, and you know and value who your ideal target audience is, everything's going to get easier. Everything's going to align accordingly. Maybe more importantly, your advertising begins to have a very respectful and very caring tone that honors your business, but it also honors those who choose to do business with you. Number 3 is this, being high and mighty. If you're a professional, or if you're in academia, or if you have 16 degrees, it's likely that you probably communicate in a very formal manner. You remember all those things you learned in school, and you're very careful to never end a sentence in a preposition. Well, that's okay if you're writing to your mom or you're writing in a journal, some academic journal, but in advertising, you just have to be real. You have to be friendly, you want to be approachable, so your advertising needs to look and it needs to sound like you do. The buzzword for that, of course, is branding. So go ahead and use a contraction now and then. Go wild with pronouns, because that's a great thing and people respond to pronouns well. Talk to people as though you already have that relationship with them. And not just that you have the relationship, but you're grateful and you're happy about it. So depending on how courageous you are, the more you let yourself shine through, I call it demonstrating what makes your heart sing, the more your message will resonate with that target audience that you believe is so special to you. Number 4, fourth mistake, tossing it out there. I wish I had a nickel. for every time I've heard, well, I tried radio or TV or billboard or a print ad and it just didn't work. Well, you know, they're almost always right. First, you have to know what the different kinds of advertising can and can't do. But I'll tell you, one ad placed in one spot for one time is really pretty much a waste of your hard-earned money. You could do about the same thing, maybe better, if you put one of those sandwich signs on and walked up and down the street. Effective advertising requires this integrated, cohesive plan, a real plan. You know, people say to me, oh my gosh, you have such an exciting job, you get to be so creative. I'm telling you, 90% of my job is strategic and analytical, and then 10% is the creative part. You know, there's a zillion choices out there. You're inundated with people who will help you make those choices. And just about every good media sales rep is going to tell you that their media is the best. That's their job, and certainly they're right under certain conditions, but most of us require a good, solid mix in our placements. A coordinated effort that aligns with current campaign and leverages every dollar you're investing. I should tell you that as an advertising agency, we don't sell advertising to our clients. We place advertising on behalf of our clients as a part of an allocation and a carefully thought out plan. So our job and yours, if you're going to do this on your own, is to think analytically about your budget and about the opportunities that are out there and be sure that you're maximizing both. The last mistake is this: advertising for fun instead of for effectiveness. You know, many people are just pretty darn clever when it comes to desktop publishing, and I completely trust and honor that, but they don't know anything about years and years of proven design techniques and principles that go into commercial advertising. So if you want people to not just see your message but get your message, it's really important that you either learn and that you have someone help you with all of the mechanics of how to design, how to align the messaging and the visual and everything work together for the most impactful plan. So you know, for instance, you can put as many words on a billboard as you like, as long as what your objective is to kind of entertain yourself and your family. But I'm telling you, if you want people to see it, to digest it, and to be motivated by the message that you have there, you're limited to 6 words. So if you go it on your own, ask your sales rep to help you. Be sure your advertising is meaningful to your target audience, that it's placed where they are and where they're happy, and that it's used appropriately. Again, only 6 words on a billboard, and that it differentiates you from any other business in your field. You can call it branding, you can call it differentiation, you can call it being unique, or you can just call it being the best of who you are. See, that's the part that has to shine through for your advertising to captivate your audience. And to do that, you have to break through the clutter, you have to stop the busyness that's going on in people's lives, and you have to bring information to them in a way that they'll respond. And that means breaking through that volume of information that comes to all of us every day. So here's my advice for you. Be real, be honest, be you, be ethical, be thoughtful, and enjoy your advertising. And be sure it's enjoyable to others as well. Now go out there and communicate with punch and pizzazz. Thank you for your time.